Welcome to this tutorial on how to submit your work via eLearn. In this tutorial, you'll be learning how to upload the work that you complete each week for your subjects. You'll also look at how to submit your draft and your final submission for assessment. Also, we'll show you how you can view the marks and feedback from your teacher once your work has been graded. The learning materials for most subjects will be organised into weekly folders. In each week's folder of work, you'll find lesson materials for you to download and complete, and a link that you are to use to submit your completed work. The title that you see here is the link that you need to click on when you're ready to submit your work. Let's have a look at that now. In most cases, you'll be submitting your work as a file attachment. Simply browse your computer for the file that you want to attach. Select your completed documents. You can submit more than one document at a time. And attach those files. Now in this case, I just want to submit week 1's work. I don't want to attach this English assignment just yet. You also have the option to add a message to your teacher. Once you've attached your files and any additional messages, click on Submit to send your work to your teacher. It's worth noting that if you save a draft, your teacher will not receive your work. It will be stored in eLearn but not submitted. You must click on the Submit button for your teacher to receive your work. We can see a confirmation here, Success. Your submission has been completed. You can also see the work that you've submitted using the Marks and Feedback link in the course menu. Here we can see the week 1 submission of work and a confirmation that it's been submitted. This icon says that it is waiting for the teacher's attention. Once the teacher has marked your work, this icon will change to a comment. It might say satisfactory, or it may be a tick or a grade. Let's have a look now at how you submit an assessment task. Formative work, that is, work that doesn't necessarily count towards your grade, will be contained within lesson folders. That's the work that you're expected to complete from week to week. For some subjects, that may be counted towards your grade as a folio of work, whereas in other subjects you may be given a particular assignment to complete. Here we see an example assessment item. It has 2 file attachments for you to download and some instructions regarding when your draft is due and when your final submission is due. Once again, the title for this item is the link that you need to click on to submit your work. In most cases, you will use this one link to submit your draft and then later submit your final. We're going to practice submitting our work as a draft. As before, we'll attach a file. Here's our English assignment being attached. Maybe add a comment. And this next step is particularly important. You must, once again, click the Submit button to send your draft to your teacher. Don't save the draft. Submit it. Success. And if you want additional confirmation, you can see in Marks and Feedback that you've submitted that work. Now remember, that was just our draft submission. When it comes time to submit your final version, go back and use this link a second time. It will allow multiple uploads. Let's try it now. We're going to start a new submission. I'll show you that again. We've gone back to the same assessment link. We can see what we've submitted previously. There was our draft. Start a new submission, because now we're ready to submit our final version. Browse your computer to locate that file you want to attach. And once again, submit your work. You can see now that this is being identified as attempt 2. You can submit multiple attempts up until the due date. Normal assessment policy applies, where uploads that are received after the due date may not be marked unless you have been approved for an ARA, an extension. There's our draft, there's our final. When your teacher sees your work, your teacher will be able to see which one is your final submission to be marked. We've taken a trip fast forward in time now and discovered that our teacher has marked our work. We can see here our week 1 submission of work has been marked. It's been given a tick to say that it has been completed. And there's a little speech bubble icon which signifies that there is some feedback. Click on that speech bubble to view your feedback. Well done. Here's the assessment item, which has also been marked. It received a score out of 20, which is 80% of the total grades possible. You may also see what the average grade is across your student cohort. Once again, there's a speech bubble that you can click on for additional feedback. So, in summary, we've covered how you upload your completed work each week using the link that you will find in the same folder as the work. We've looked at how to submit a draft and a final version of an assessment item by clicking on the title of the assessment item, which in most cases you can do multiple times for your draft and for your final, up until the due date. And we've looked at the marks and feedback section of the Blackboard course, where you can see what grade you've received from your teacher and feedback from your teacher. We hope that it is useful, and I hope that your grades are as good as this, or even better. Thanks for watching.